Before you listen to anything else, you need to understand this.
My son didn't draw monsters.
He didn't draw ghosts.
He didn't even draw himself most of the time.
He drew things that hadn't happened yet.
And when they did, people died.
The last drawing he made was about me.
And that one still hasn't finished.
My son Noah was 6 years old. Quiet, polite, the kind of kid teachers loved because he never caused trouble. He spent most of his time drawing.
Not cartoons, not superheroes. Rooms, roads,
Classrooms,
normal places.
too normal. The first drawing that scared me wasn't even about our family. It was about my friend Mark. Mark had been my closest friend since college.
Married.
2 kids. One afternoon, Noah handed me a drawing without saying a word. It showed a car, crashed sideways on a highway divider. Glass everywhere. There were stick figures inside.
4 of them.
All crossed out.
I laughed it off. Told him it looked like something from the news.
2 days later, Mark's wife called.
Crying so hard I couldn't understand her at first.
They'd been hit by a drunk driver on the interstate.
None of them survived.
The police photo looked exactly like Noah's drawing. Same angle, same bent railing.
I didn't throw that drawing away. I hid it.
I told myself it was coincidence. That's what adults do when logic fails. But Noah kept drawing. The next one was a classroom. Desks neatly lined up.
A blackboard.
A teacher standing near a child's desk. Her mouth was open like she was yelling.
One student and a boy band was crying. And right behind the teacher's chair,
There was a dark shape on the floor.
I asked Noah what it was.
She fell, he said. The next week, Noah's teacher collapsed in class.
Heart attack.
She'd been scolding another student for unfinished homework when it happened. Noah was sitting 2 desks away.
That was the moment I stopped pretending. I started watching him.
Started counting days between drawings and reality. Never more than 3.
Never less than 1.
The worst one before hers was my wife. Noah drew the kitchen. My wife stood near the counter. Her hand was stretched forward. Red scribbles covered the sink. Too much red. I yelled at him that time. Told him not to draw things like that. He didn't react. 3 nights later, my wife sliced her hand while cooking. Deep. Blood everywhere. So much blood I thought we were going to lose her.
As the ambulance took her away, I remembered something.
In the drawing, the knife wasn't in her hand. It was already on the floor.
After that, Noah stopped talking.
Stopped playing.
He still drew.
But only when he thought no one was watching. And every drawing felt heavier than the last.
Like it was taking something out of him. That's when I found the unfinished one, under his bed.
Folded carefully. It was our living room.
My wife was crying on the floor.
Noah was sitting beside her.
And where I should have been,
there was nothing, just empty space.
No body, no blood,
just absence.
That was when I realized something that made my hands shake.
The drawings weren't warning us. They weren't predictions. They were decisions. And the last decision hadn't been made yet.
I stopped asking Noah questions.
Not because I wasn't scared, but because every answer felt like something was being taken from me in return. The drawings didn't come every day.
That was the worst part.
When nothing happened, I'd almost convinced myself it was over. Then another page would appear.
Folded.
Placed carefully.
Always where I couldn't miss it.
The next one showed a classroom.
I recognized it instantly. Whiteboard. Alphabet posters.
The crooked clock above the door.
Noah's class.
In the picture, his teacher stood near the desk, finger raised in anger. 2 children sat in front of her. One of them was Noah. The other, I didn't recognize. Behind her, the blackboard was dark. Too dark.
Like a hole. I went to school that morning.
Didn't tell anyone why. I stood in the hallway outside Noah's classroom, pretending to check my phone.
That's when I heard shouting.
The teacher's voice, sharp, irritated. Do you think homework is a joke? A chair scraped the floor.
Then silence.
Not quiet.
Empty. A scream followed. She collapsed right there.
In front of the class. Heart attack, they said later.
No warning. No history. No explanation.
That night, Noah drew again. This time, it was the kitchen.
My wife.
Standing near the counter, her hand stretched toward a knife. But the knife was already red.
Too red.
The page was soaked through where the blood was colored again and again.
I ran home.
She was fine, cooking dinner, smiling. I begged her to stop. She laughed.
Said I was acting strange.
An hour later, she slipped. The knife fell. Her hand came down hard. The blood didn't stop. At the hospital, while doctors stitched her skin back together, Noah sat in the waiting room, drawing. I didn't have to look to know what it was.
That's when I understood.
The drawings weren't warnings. They were confirmations. Things that had already been decided. I confronted Noah that night.
I shouldn't have.
I asked him where the pictures came from. He didn't answer. I asked him who showed him.
Still nothing.
Then I asked the wrong question.
Can you stop?
His hand froze. Slowly, he looked up at me. They don't like it when you ask that. The air in the room felt wrong.
Heavy.
Like the house was holding its breath.
Noah spoke again quietly. They started talking to me after the accident. What accident? I asked.
He shrugged. The one that didn't happen. That was when he showed me the old drawings.
Ones I'd never seen. Folded deep inside his backpack. Years old.
Stick figures.
Cars.
A man standing alone on the side of a road. Every picture had been crossed out, except one. It showed a family in a car.
Night. Headlights.
A shadow cutting across the road. The father's face was clear.
Not crossed out. I recognized him.
My friend.
Noah's father.
He died 2 years ago.
Car crash.
Whole family gone.
Only Noah survived. They talked to me that night. Noah whispered.
They said I could keep you. Who? I asked. He didn't answer. The last drawing appeared 3 days later. The one meant for me. It showed my car, the highway near our house, concrete barrier.
No fire. No blood.
Just absence. Where I should have been, there was nothing. Not even a crossed-out figure.
I tried to destroy it.
Burned it in the sink. The paper didn't curl.
Didn't blacken.
The fire went out instead. That night, the house lost power. Every room went dark at once.
I heard Noah crying.
Then laughing.
Not his laugh. Too deep.
Too calm. My wife died that same night. Heart stopped in her sleep.
No warning. No drawing. No mercy.
Now Noah doesn't draw anymore.
He doesn't need to.
Sometimes I wake up and feel like someone is counting breaths in the room. Sometimes family photos look wrong. Spaces where people should be. This morning, Noah handed me a blank page. Just white. No lines. No pictures. He smiled. They already know, he said. I'm writing this now because I don't think I'll be here much longer. And if your child ever starts drawing things that haven't happened yet, don't ask questions. Don't look too closely. And whatever you do, don't let them finish the last picture.